we've got Travis's very dear friend Dave Hall with us tonight, very special guest. You gave us some never-before-seen video exclusively of Travis shooting with one of your guns. Let's show you some of this video that you gave us. And there's Travis. He's got the shorts and a T-shirt, and he's in the foreground. He's shooting a gun. And so what do you say to Jodi's testimony today that she did not bring that gun, that she got the gun from Travis's closet?
Well, Jane, I've been out shooting with Travis many times. He loves shooting guns. And every time we go out in the desert shooting, he's always shooting my guns. All those guns in that video and the pictures I sent you are my guns. If Travis owned a gun, he would have said, hey, I got a gun. I want to test it out. I want to sight it in. I want to practice shooting it. I was at his house 1 week before he was murdered. He did not own a gun.
This is extraordinary footage. I mean, we're seeing this man who was at the center of this tragedy, the man who was killed, who was shot as well as stabbed, and there he is. Thank you for that video. That gives us such an insight. Is Jodi lying not just about that, but about having a blackout? Is her blackout during the stabbing total BS? Jodi has shown an uncanny memory during her testimony, remembering how she bought Frappuccinos years ago and the price of gasoline. But today, she told the jury that after that gun went off, she barely remembers what happened next. She went into a complete blackout, she claims, as she stabbed Travis 29 times and slit his throat. Listen to this, and we'll debate it on the other side.
Do you remember stabbing Travis Alexander?
I have no memory of stabbing him.
Remember dragging him across the floor?
No.
Do you remember placing him in the shower?
I'm sorry, that's no. I remember dropping the knife and it clanged to the tile. It made a big noise. And I just remember screaming.
Okay, expert panel, do you buy that you went into a blackout? And without alcohol, mind you, I'm a recovering alcoholic, as one of the callers said. Hopefully I'll be 18 April 1st. I have had blackouts, but there was always a large amount of alcohol that went along with those blackouts. John Lieberman, you buy it?
This is a case, Jane, about credibility, and we have several confirmed instances in this case where we know Jodi Arias was lying in great detail to police, videotaped lies. So this case is about credibility. So how can we take anything she says on the stand to be true at all? Because 99.9% of it isn't corroborated by any evidence.
The blackout.
Going to your question, Jane, absolutely this is plausible. It is well documented and well settled by medical professionals that people can have post-traumatic stress disorder. You remember everything before and you remember things in your life after. That does not mean that you remember such a traumatic event. We've had it with our military personnel, and we've had it in multiple cases that I've been involved in and tried. All right. And let's remember. Hold on. Let's remember. Everybody here who is saying that this case is over, she's going to be convicted, same people who said Casey Anthony and O.J. Simpson were going to be convicted. I think this evidence is powerful, and I think it's going to help her out.
I'm dying to hear what you have to say about this blackout.
Look, it is possible in theory for a person to have dissociation or what's called traumatic amnesia, and I guarantee you they're going to have an expert who, for a big fat fee, will lie under oath and say that's exactly what she was going through. But the fact that she says it doesn't make it true. And look, there's no doubt she tripped herself up even on this defense today, because the expert to say she was traumatized is not going to be able to answer the question. You mean she wasn't too traumatized when the gun was going off? She just kind of went into trauma right after that? She said, and she got caught. Listen to this one. She said, when her lawyer said, where'd the knife come from? Remember, she has no memory of the knife, nothing at all. Big blank on that, right? Where'd the knife come from? She goes, oh, from upstairs. And he goes, ooh, do you mean you think and assume you got it from upstairs? Oh, yeah, that's what I meant. I assume I got it from upstairs. It's so clear that she's lying about no memory regarding the stab wounds.